golden thread is the engine that drives all of the clinical processes within Kipu, and the way it essentially works is that once we have a client admitted and we begin evaluating them with the biopsychosocial or initial psych eval, we then come to a point where we have to generate a master problems list, which is essentially identifying all of the key problem areas that the client is having that we need to target and treat effectively to make sure that we can have the best possible outcome throughout the client's treatment. So the master problems list actually allows your clinical team to pull from a database of problems that actually have content associated with them, so that, for example, you might be choosing anxiety, codependency, substance use disorder, and it allows you to quickly and effectively identify the different problems that the client has, as well as actually identifying evidence for why it is that that client has that problem, which is also pulled from a database. We don't restrict you to just using the database. It is a helpful tool, but clinicians can actually also supplement the data that comes from the database with their own words, which really makes this unique to that individual. Once we complete the master problems list, we can then begin the process of treatment planning. And the way that that works is essentially we can generate a treatment plan, we can choose the modality, and then we can start with specifying which problem area we want to treat. So for example, let's say that we are treating anxiety. We would be able to start the treatment plan, and we would be able to add goals, objectives, and interventions, as well as key dates, such as the date that we want the client to actually complete or attain those goals, which can then be tracked by clinicians so that they can make sure that the client is achieving each of their goals. One of the big key factors of this is the golden thread, and essentially what that allows users or clinicians in Kipu to do is to tie all of the work that they're doing to achieve these goals in terms of documentation back to the goals and objectives that actually call for that work to be done. So for example, we have group sessions in Kipu. Maybe we're doing a group session on anxiety and the clinician has put some key information in there in regards to how this group session actually helped the client with anxiety. We can actually then within that group session click a button that says golden thread, which will then bring up the treatment plan objectives that are active, and we can then tie that note back to the specific objective or goal on anxiety. And what really is the huge benefit in this is that from a treatment plan, a clinician can go to a specific objective there and they can see all of the documentation linked with each and every goal. Typically in other systems this is really complicated. They know that they have anxiety in the treatment plan, but it's a challenge in terms of finding the documentation associated with the specific goals and objectives on the treatment plan. It's really exciting and we'd love to show it to you. So give us a call or visit our website today.